So, here I am with the, I forget what your YouTube gimmick name was. It's been too long.
It's Spagooly Dude.
It's Spagooly Dude. So, we heard about the breaking news of Joel Schumacher passing away from cancer.
Rest in peace.
And it possessed me to watch Batman and Robin twice in 1 week.
If you guys remember from the first review we did, I was so pissed off at this movie so much, and I was angry and yelling a ton. But going into this movie, after I've heard a lot of different perspectives about this film, the one that I liked the most was that if you go into this film thinking of it in the vein of the old Adam West cartoons, or not cartoons, the live action show, and the old Adam West show. But if you go into it thinking about it like that, the campiness of it, the movie fits it so well. As the group of movies goes along, it goes from dark, gritty stuff like the DC Comics were, and then goes straight into core campiness, which I actually really enjoy. I like that this movie is less of an action film and way more a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times I actually laughed while watching this film is a solid amount. A good amount. Granted, a lot of it was from this movie having a ton of... Can you curse on this channel?
Yes.
Fuck-ups. Yeah, no, this movie... Oh, jeez Louises. There are so many things in this film that are continuity errors.
Except for that Robin symbol.
The Robin symbol
in the wall.
in the Mr. Freeze museum scene is there the entire time.
I want to say that scene was the last one they filmed because that's the only scene I have the most hardest time getting through.
Which is wild. Because for me,
there's so much happening.
There is a lot.
It's so much happening.
It's so much given to you at once.
Yeah, there's so much dumbassery. Just boom, 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 boom. You're just like getting fucking knockout punches straight to the face and chest, and you're just like, make it stop.
I personally love it because it's that scene in particular adds a lot to the Adam West campiness, because it's literally a fight where Batman and Robin do hockey.
There's no place like home.
Yeah, fucking just clicks, heels, ice skates.
Did he like program the two vehicles to install the ice skates into the feet?
See, this is
while driving.
This is the thing, though. This is why I'm coming at it from the Adam West perspective.
This is the same movie that has a bad credit card.
Exactly.
And a bat saw.
Exactly.
And a bat bomb.
Exactly. Like
and bad heaters.
Just going in, because.
And the numerous different types of grappling hooks, because there was not a single same one.
There was multiple.
Different.
There was a gun, and then there was a wrist strap. It was wild.
Also, some of Go-Go Gadget's Sub-Zero outfits.
True.
They just literally went, ah.
And for those of you that might be confused about, like, why is comparing it to Adam West so significant? If you go back and watch the old Adam West show, there are so many times where he will have a gadget of some sort that does not make any sense why anyone would actually have it.
Shark spray.
Shark spray or
shark repellent.
Shark repellent. Yeah.
On an exploding shark.
Shark repellent on an exploding shark while on a ladder
of a helicopter. The Batcopter.
It's great. It's so great. So that makes it, like, going along with the campiness, it makes sense why, like, oh, bat card. Oh, a heater. Oh, a bat saw. And also, something that immediately triggered the campiness was when he's driving in the car to the museum, and the screen pops up with Commissioner Gordon, and it looks almost exactly like it would have been in the show. I love how everyone talks about bat nipples. No one talks about bat butt. Bat butt. Batman looking thick. He looking pretty.
How about
dummy
that
thick.
One scene I showed you where Bane's standing in the hallway?
That was pretty funny. That one goof up where Bane's just waiting for his cue.
That whole scene was shot, and they threw in that one scene of him running down the hallway. Like,
it's so good.
Editing.
It's so good. There was a scene that I forgot about. The reverse shot of Robin coming out of the water.
Literally, that was in the movie 3 times. There was a shot, reverse shot, and it came back later.
It was pretty funny. I love it. I love it so much. It's so funny and so bad. It looks like something that someone of our quality would do. Someone of my quality would do. I would do that.
I'll admit it too.
Like, it's pretty freaking great, dude. I had a great time watching this. Joel Schumacher, I know he did get a lot of flack for this film, and a lot of people were mad at him for this film. Yeah, me included. And
Me more than you.
yeah, but coming back to it, I can understand having fun watching this, and I did. I had a lot of fun. I was laughing a lot. There were moments where I'm like, why is this happening? What? But I had a good time. We had pizza, and we had a good time.
I'll cancel the pizzas. Okay, like I really am not wanting to do like a rating for this film because what's the point of rating a film that we already know is bad?
Oh, I'll rate it. I'll still rate it. I'm giving this shit a fucking at least like a 6 out of 10. It's a D.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot bad with it.
That's a better rating than you gave it last time. I think you gave it like a 3 last time.
Oh, I immediately realized.
I personally am not going to put a rating out for it because I went into looking into this film not to rate the film as the film itself, but like why did he do the film like?
It was just more like a revisiting.
It was like a revisit study. It happened again today, but the first 10 to 15 minutes. The whole thing, scene in the museum, the rocket ship, the snowboarding down the sky, the freeze wings, the furnace, the whole intro scene, I have a hard time getting through. I don't know why. Like I said, there's probably a lot going on.
It's a lot being thrown at you because I feel like if it was just the hockey scene and then the escape, if it was just the hockey scene and then the captured freeze, it would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then the fact that it goes into Batman gets onto the car, then it turns into a rocket, goes into space, friggin' Mr. Freeze jumps out with extendable ice wings, and like I'm not talking about wings made of ice. I'm talking about metal wings.
Like Go Gadget chest slap.
And wings, and he flies down.
There's actually an action figure that had those. I had it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Except they didn't like pop out. They're like the ones that are already attached on. You can like move them like this.
I need to see these action figures. I have not seen any of these like
I used to have all
images.
Of them. Even the ones that had a cowl for Batgirl, even though she doesn't wear the cowl unless it's like the first, like that 2 minutes she wears it.
Yeah,
but they took it off because they knew how horrible it looked on her character.
She's little white.
Because they only shot that film for the toys that were made before the movie was even done. Another scene that I have a hard time getting through is I call it the introduction to furries to the world.
Gorilla.
So, I'm saying this right now, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, or you can say I'm wrong, but I believe this film is the introduction to the world of furries because of the gorilla strip scene. Because if you're like a 3-year-old who is only watching it because of Batman, or maybe like 9 or 10, like that's a little bit more accurate for whole, like preteen, like.
Now, I will say, I don't think this was the introduction of maybe fursuits, but I don't think it's the introduction of furries because I think furries was Lion King. A lot of people got rock
my point
hard
being
for
is that like
Simba.
if you're in your preteens and you're like going through the puberty phases,
and then you see Big Pink Gorilla, and then you see Big Pink Gorilla turn into Hot Girl,
that would. A typical kid, I guess.
I was a very confused little boy.
Very confused. It would confuse a lot of kids.
I was very confused.
They'll be like, "Mom, what's going on?
If
Why
I didn't
is the gorilla being all weird?"
If I don't learn better, you know your boy would have got hot for Harambe. Telling you what.
The telescope. The logic of the telescope and its
and
properties.
being like a bunch of mirrors.
And just the fact that Freeze knew that his barbell would work. Fit perfectly to turn it into a freeze gun, and then somehow a couple of clicks here and there without the gun was able to make heat spotlights with the satellites, along with turning the gun into a heat gun.
See, now
was that premeditated?
The thing is that like normally I would try arguing this, but it makes a lot of sense because he was making that friggin' barbell, I believe, before he even found out about the telescope.
Yeah, he was already pretty much done.
So
he just need one more piece. Like he had to have someone on the inside.
Something else that you brought up that didn't make sense was the freeze beam. and how it made no sense. And for me, I tried arguing like, well, this world cool.
Oh, the freeze beam in the
in the cell.
Because it would literally just go.
It was just in that one spot, which I mean, I was like, oh, maybe it's like the freeze ray, and then like you were like, oh, well.
It's like slapping an air conditioning unit in the middle of a prison room and putting a blue fluorescent light on it.
Well, yeah. It's called science, Michael.
It's called color code.
Like, geez, are you not smart?
Okay, here's another thing I want to touch base on. I know we discussed this throughout the film. Was the whole.
Conclusion, and something that kind of makes sense to where, because Bane is half plant now, it makes sense that Ivy can command him. And then he's kind of useless without Ivy there.
Because if it's your formula, there's got to be something plant-based in there to like put in with the animals. Which we don't understand why Bane's dumb as rocks. Huh, nature. Or dumb as a tree.
Yeah, I was about to say, rock not plant.
So, you also said that like maybe his bloodline got turned to chlorophyll or something like that.
Yeah, like
which that also kind of explains why Bane was pretty much being controlled by Poison Ivy, because he wasn't being controlled by her looks. He does not have the comprehension to tell what is hot and what is not. He just knows smash, smash, smash.
Exactly. So the Bane thing kind of makes sense that it was kind of introduced along with it. Well, okay, that's wrong. What I'm saying is wrong. The pairing of Ivy with Bane is a very weird pairing. But in the context of the film, kind of makes sense.
I came to the conclusion that you can tell which scenes were shot at the beginning of the shooting, because you can tell which scenes that George Clooney is trying, and there's scenes where George Clooney is like, "Kill me now."
It's actually think about it. I think it might have been. It was the ones where it was mainly him and Alfred. And so what I'm wondering is, maybe what happened was that George Clooney and Michael Gough, I think, were the earliest ones to get to the set. So I think they were like, fuck it, you're here, let's just get to it. Oh, can we talk about something pretty great?
Go for it.
Dude, Arnold's commitment.
Yeah, I will say that was actually the next thing I was going to bring up. Was all these years I always thought Chris O'Donnell was the one that put the most heart into it.
Yeah.
All these years later, as much as corny as this film is, it really looks like Arnold was trying his best to have fun, because out of all the people in the film, he put the most emotion into his character.
Even with the goofiest scenes, the scene with them singing the Snow Misers song was great. Which, by the way, that scene alone, because they didn't have YouTube when they made this.
No.
So
there was still dial-up.
So that means Mr. Freeze has that special on tape
on VHS,
and then fast forwards all the way to the Snow Miser scene, and once that's done, fucking stops. He's like, fuck it. He was pretty great in this. Him, and then occasionally Bane, because once again, one of the funniest things I think I laughed a pretty good amount at was Bane with his one-word sentences, especially where he's placing down the ice bombs, and every time he places one down, he just goes bomb, and that's it. And it's like, you know what? That's small, but I like it. I like you're good. It's not a living hell anymore, because if you watch this as an action movie, you'll be happy maybe a quarter of it. If you watch it as a comedy as well, you'd enjoy about 3/4 of this film.
Also, this film does have a really weird cult following too.
I don't doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt it. There's some good about this that I could see making a cult following.
Mr. Freeze mainly.
Also, the fact that they tried introducing another love interest in this film.
She was sensitive.
And she was in 2 2 scenes.
She was actually in 4, but
She was in 4?
She was only in 4 scenes in the movie. The only thing that I really question is, like, was Joel Schumacher really trying to make this film more focused towards kids? And was that the message he was trying to deliver? Or was he really trying to make a film open to all audiences and it just sent the wrong vibe?
One of the last things I said while we were watching this, like, right before the credits, was like, this film is sexually charged.
Yes.
There's a lot of butt shots, a lot of nipples. Poison Ivy as a character.
Poison Ivy is a Pornhub video wrapped in one little bundle.
Which, I mean, Uma Thurman looks great in this film. She looks great. Mm-hmm. Even with the whack-ass outfits that she wears. Granted, I mean, nothing will beat that sexy-ass gorilla suit.
Oh my God. I can understand old me, like, before these last 2 viewings, why I hate this film so much. But...
No, I mean, I'm the same way.
I don't want to say that, like, I still don't enjoy this film.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna. But I'm also not gonna. I'm also not gonna flat out say that I appreciate this film.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see where kids like it. I can understand the cult following.
Yeah.
But I can also say it's not the worst.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it. So I can kind of have a good time watching this film if I go into it with a different mindset.
See, like, because, like, with the, like, whenever I approach a film, I think about it as if, will I go out of my way to watch this again?
No.
Exactly. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch this, and if it's on TV, I'm not going to watch it. But I have a Letterboxd, and that goes by 5-star ratings.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I rate a film is, if it's a 5-star, I'm going to go out of my way to get the film and watch it. If it's a 4-star, if it's on TV, I'll switch it to it. If it's a 3-star, if a friend invites me to watch it, I may or may not enjoy it, but I will sit down and watch it.
If it's a 2-star?
If it's a 2-star, I will not watch that film, but I will acknowledge it and what it has affected, like, how it's affected the world. If it's a 1-star, no one should see that fucking film and it should burn. And I barely ever give films 1 stars, like, ever. For me, this would be a 3-star film. I actually, before the viewing tonight, what happened was that...
this wasn't an actual planned thing. It actually got planned last minute.
Yeah, Mike messaged me the day of hearing about Joel Schumacher, and he told me that he was going to watch the film. And he was like, do you want to do another reviewing of it? And I said, you know what, sure. I'm kind of down. I want to try watching it again. And so we planned this. It wasn't spontaneous. I wouldn't watch this if it was spontaneous.
No.
If I was given multiple movies to choose, no.
like if I were to do it, like if I were to plan it like this, if I would have not said a single word to you, you would walk straight into this house, you would have sat down, and I'm like, okay, we're watching Batman and Robin. You would have not done it.
I would.
And if you did not know about Schumacher either.
I would have immediately put my headphones in and watched literally anything else. I would have watched a cat shitting on the lawn than watched this film.
But
if I was given the choice.
I am not saying I'm part of the cult following, but I'm going to say I don't hate this movie.
Yeah, no.
If I catch myself watching this movie, maybe at the most, I could see myself doing it maybe once a year just to fuck around.
Yeah, I could see this. I don't know. I don't hate this film. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But I also, even though that you don't appreciate it, I appreciate it just because it gives me a good laugh.
I appreciate bits of it, but I don't appreciate the whole. I don't appreciate.
You appreciate Arnold.
There's bits. I don't appreciate the whole entirety. There's just the little bits here and there.
No. Yeah.
This movie opened my eyes about how Arnold was 110%. He
was a great actor in this. The scenes where he got emotionally distraught was wild. The scene with the figurine, the ice figurine.
Oh man, that's one of my favorites.
It was a great scene.
Yes, you heard that come out of my mouth. It's one of my favorite parts.
He's a favorite. He's a favorite part.
in this movie. It's literally just him making an ice sculpture. That is breaking news. Michael says favorite and Batman and Robin in the same sentence. Hell's
you hear
gonna
that,
freeze
America?
over.
You hear that?
I made a pun.
You did.
Hell's gonna freeze over.
You did it. You did the thing.
Well, any more last thoughts before we end it?
I mean, I had some last words.
Yeah.
If you do own this film, and you might have a dire hatred of it, go into it with a different mindset like we did. Go into it maybe with the mindset I had. Campy Adam West. Go into it with the mindset Michael did, with the idea of wanting to more understand what Joel was thinking when making it.
And knowing that I have a history of having pure hatred towards this movie.
Exactly. Try to look at it differently and watch it. And if not that, maybe don't watch it with hatred. Laugh at how bad it is. Because that can actually make a movie way more enjoyable than looking at the film and thinking, wow, I hate this. Because that's not having fun in a film.
No, it's not. I would say, again, Hell has frozen over because I no longer hate this movie. I don't like.
Is that going to be the name of this review?
Hell is frozen over or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Batman and Robin.
I mean, if you saw my Instagram post a few nights ago, I've already coined it.
Yeah.
Arnold's good.
Actually, hold on a second. That just side note. That just reminded me of the non-existent actual phrase, "Freeze in hell, Batman."
Freeze in hell.
It's not even a joke, really. It's not even a
Freeze in
pun.
hell, Batman. That was a bad impersonation. Freeze in hell, Batman.
Freeze in hell, Batman.
No, that was. What's that? We're good. We're good. No more Arnold.
Yeah.
No more Arnold.
We scared the beast upstairs.
You go ahead and wrap this up for me, buddy.
Yeah, before I lose my mind anymore. I probably look like a lost puppy dog watching his review back, but I'm just gonna leave that bit in here. My final thoughts, my final words to this film is, Joel Schumacher, I am sorry for not accepting your apology, and I accept your apology for not accepting your idea as a Batman movie. Ladies and gentlemen, Hell is frozen over. Signing out.
Okay, hold on. Small thing. Hi, my name is Spagooly Dude. I make vlogs with me and my college friends.
Gotta get that plug in.
So if you want to, go look me up, Spagooly Dude. I make vlogs. They're kind of fun. The next one's gonna start him. He's gonna be in it.
Woohoo!
Who knows what we're gonna do? Fun times. Jesus.